truth. I am the God. I am the Zen.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Lions of St. Louis taking on the New Orleans Saints. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Come on. Hey. Check smash. Cowboy 80.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Down the right sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the option. 51 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. The Saints at 7-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Moore, the man in motion.
Cup 19.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Welch. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Right? Old school. Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. Right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with. And that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
60 Vikings.
After one, 14-6 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Go check. Go check. No. Big Lion. Panther 60. Panther 60.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Off play action. Welsh. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Play action. Stroud now. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gregory.
And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 2. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Still going inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The give, right side for Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Hey, smash Broncos! Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Gregory. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, run.
On 1st down, it's Gregory. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check smash. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gregory, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He completes it to Olave. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Gregory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19. Charge.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
70 Lions. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gregory. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gregory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Badgley's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go!
On second down now. It's Gregory. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
Stroud sets up the play action. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Viking 18.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Stroud's throw caught by Olave.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Gregory. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Right there, right. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 3rd and goal, Stroud. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Welch. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Welsh. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That pass caught. It's Williams. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 27-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Welch. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Welsh working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 33 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Check White. Ready.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Let's go now.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Hurt.
Stroud.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
On the set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
52 Blackford. Field black. Set hunt.
Off play action. Welch. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
On the ready. Switch. Yellow. Line.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline?
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 32.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
64 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, is it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of depth.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Ready, set.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Touchdown. C.J. Stroud keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This is 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Welsh.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they work this near the 5 when they stopped at the 6.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Here we go.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Stroud back to throw.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
C.J. Stroud.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Here's first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.